Hello YouTube, this is new, isn't it? I'll explain this in a second. You'll have to excuse me, by the way, I'm in my audio booth and it's hot today as it is sweltering in here, so if I appear to be sweating profusely, apologies for that. Now, I don't even know if there is anybody watching this, I only have like 140 subscribers, who remembers that this channel started 11 years ago. And it started as a way of me. All I wanted to do was a video log to chart my progress of sending my first novel, which was a comic fantasy, out to publishers and agents. I'd finished the third draft, I considered it was ready, and I sent it out, and I started this channel and a blog at the same time, which has kept going from time to time. There's been nothing on it for a while, but it did for a while keep going for a long time, and that too is going to come back. But like most things that I do, I'm a storyteller at heart. It's what I am. So this channel just spiraled out of all control. My personal life got complicated. My relationship that I was in at the time fell apart. I moved out. And I also met a fellow blogger, someone else that was blogging from the other side of the Atlantic at the time, who was native to Sweden but was living in Canada. She moved back to Sweden. We started a relationship. We met in real life. I moved over to Sweden eventually, sold pretty much everything I owned to make the transition while I found work. Find work I did. I became a tour guide in their capital city, Stockholm. I eventually, while I was in Sweden, became a voiceover artist, which is what I do here in this booth. That's what I do now that I'm back here in the UK. And things got really, really complicated. We got married. We've been back in England 3.5 years now. I'm working as a voiceover artist that whole time. We have a beautiful little girl now. And because I don't have a camera, I sold all my gear and we haven't been able to get it back since I've been here. So because I didn't have a camera, I was anxious to get back to YouTube and start putting stuff on there regularly. And because I didn't have a camera, and I love video games, I started doing video game content because that was easy. I had the capture software. I had all the audio equipment. I could make video game walkthroughs and post them. So I started a separate channel. I didn't want to put too much of that here. I had put some Elite Dangerous videos here, but I didn't want to continue. So I started a completely separate channel called Knight's Arcade. That channel is dedicated purely to video game content. And that channel will continue. It will run concurrently with this one. But I didn't want to let Sleepless Knight die, because I don't know if you remember James and Kitty from some of the videos. James, they keep in contact with me, and James in particular is always keen that we get more stuff done in Sleepless Knight, right? And so am I. But those original videos, what I started as a blog turned into a story, and it became the Sleepless Knight saga. And then, because I love to test out effects, I had myself hit by lightning. But the storyteller in me that will not die, because that's just what I am at heart, wouldn't allow me to put my face back on screen until I could bring myself back from the dead. So I came up with a convoluted story. It involved a time traveller. That time traveller developed a life of his own, and I wrote him his own show. He had a costume, he had sets, he had props, right? I also involved 2 little aliens who I animated in a 3D program. I also created them. I spent 3 months designing them an intricate 3-dimensional ship that you could walk around in ridiculously overcomplicated detail. It got crazy. And that's what happens to everything I ever do. But I want to do more stuff, and I realise that now that I've achieved more or less like everything I ever wanted in my personal life with my relationships, what is my professional goal? Well, ridiculously long-term, crazy, I'm just going to put all my cards on the table and say my crazy, holy grail goal, everybody has one, don't pretend that you don't, is to one day see some characters that I created and a story that I created on the big screen. Now, that's probably never going to happen. But I think I'm going to chart my progress towards it anyway. So I'm going to do this 5 days a week. I'm making a new show. Sleepless Knight's going right back to where it started. And this is going to be a video log of my life, my video game channels, and the way I make them. Just me talking to you, not always on this audio quality, because I'll be out and about with the camera. I'm going to call it 5x5 for the geeky reason that it's an old aeronautical term that means audio signal strength on a scale of 1 to 5 and signal clarity on a scale of 1 to 5. So 5x5 means loud and clear, basically. But also because I'm going to be doing it for 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week. And to stop me going over time, when this little alarm sounds, I stop. See you next time.